Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aulia Putri. In here, I will answer 5 questions about methodology. Number 1, please mention and explain briefly the component of communication process. Communication is the process of sending and receiving information so that it is easily understood between two or more people to achieve specific goals. There are several components to the communication process. Number 1, context. Communication that takes place must see context before it is done. For example, consideration of atmosphere, environment, and so on, so that there is no misunderstanding between the giver and recipient of the message. Number 2, the sender of the message. The sender of the message or the communicator who is the source of communication. A communicator must understand the target audience, have a clear message, and understand the desired result. Number 3, message. Is the important information conveyed by the communicator. The message sent can be verbal or non-verbal. Number 4, channels or communication. The choice of communication media will determine the success level of communication, such as using print media, television, internet, and so on. Number 5, recipient of the message. Without the recipient of the message, there will be no communication process. Number 6, feedback. Communication will take place more effectively. If there is feedback from the recipient of the message, there is feedback as evidence if the message giver and receive the information. Number 2, why do humans need a language? Language plays an important role as a means of communication in human lives. Because human language can communicate well, the use of language must be clear and precise in order to avoid misunderstandings in communication. Therefore, language plays an important role in human life. Number 3, please give your opinion about the periods: Dutch period, Japanese period, and independence period of English teaching in Indonesia. Which one do you think the best English teaching period? A. In the Dutch period, English has become a compulsory subject for students, so that in this era, the teaching of English is very well developed. B. During the Japanese period, in this period, the teaching of English did not develop at all, because Indonesian was used as a mandatory language in this era, making it difficult for Indonesian to accept foreign language. C. Independence period. At the beginning of independence, the teaching of English was not yet developed because was still influenced by Japanese teaching methods. At the beginning of independence, there was also no dictionary in English translation. In 1949, the educational situation began to improve slowly. Learning books and dictionaries in English translation had begun to exist so that they could help the process of better English development. In my opinion, the best period of teaching English was in the Dutch period, because at the time the teaching of English was prioritized so that students could speak, write, and communicate while using English. Before, in your opinion, what is the status of English compared to Indonesian nowadays? I think today the status of English language still as foreign language, and the first language still Indonesian language as daily communication. But nowadays, speak English language are important, especially for university students and adult learner, because nowadays speak English skills needed in many sectors. So there are many of young people choose to take English course. Number 5, please explain briefly about the functions of English in Indonesia. The functions English of Indonesia. Number 1, economy and business. Mastering the English language can bring many benefits to anyone intending to become a businessman. As a businessman who wants to start a business, of course, we have to equip ourselves with communication skills. By understanding English, will be easier for us to communicate with anyone. Number 2, international relationship. English is a global language for societies that will progress and develop. They are the people who must be able to speak and explore English. English has the same purpose, which is to make it easier for us to communicate with people from different countries. Number 3, media. English serves as a very broad communication medium and has even become an international language. Number 4, education. English is very important in education because English is very useful subject in communication. Number 5, communication. English is very useful when abroad because the language used at the time was English. And number 6, international travel and security. English is the language used when we travel abroad. English is needed so that when communicating there are no misunderstandings. Okay, I think enough for me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.